Hello, I'm Shihab Ratansi in Washington. Here are the main stories brought to you by Al Jazeera. US President Barack Obama has arrived in Shanghai on the latest stop of his 9-day tour of Asia. He was greeted by Chinese dignitaries before heading off to address an audience of Chinese university students. On Monday, he'll head to Beijing, where he's due to meet with the Chinese President Hu Jintao. The US military is showing off what it claims is an improved detention center in Afghanistan's Bagram air base, but human rights activists are skeptical. The $60 million facility will replace the current prison at Bagram, infamous for abuse and the deaths of 2 inmates in 2002. It's the first time the media has been allowed to visit the center. A near-empty prison in the U.S. state of Illinois is among the U.S. locations being considered to house Guantanamo detainees who may be transferred to the United States. That announcement came just 2 days after the White House said that 5 detainees who are suspected of plotting the September 11th attacks will face a civilian trial in New York. Saudi Arabia has continued its week-long military offensive against Houthi rebel fighters in northern Yemen. The conflict is straining relations in the region, with Iran warning Saudi Arabia not to interfere in Yemen's internal affairs. Iran's parliament has called on the Organization of the Islamic Conference to intervene to stop the killing of, quote, Yemeni Muslims. Palestinian officials say they plan to ask the United Nations Security Council to endorse an independent Palestinian state. But the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected the move. He says there's no substitute for negotiations. The Palestinians are upset over the continued expansion of Israeli settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Kosovo's first elections after declaring independence have ended peacefully. 3,000 local and international observers were overseeing the exercise to elect mayors and city councils. The vote is seen as an important test for Kosovo as it tries to show the international community that it can hold a free, fair and democratic poll. And those are the top stories. You can always keep up to date with the news on our website. The address, aljazeera.net/English.